Hey guys, Justin here. I'm in Cockburn Central Station right now, and 5:30 coming here, gas bus 2040, there that goes. And here we are for second day of Armadale Line shutdown, and we'll take the last route that I haven't taken yet yesterday. I've taken every single thing yesterday except the new 529 over to Armadale Station here. So it's a very, very straightforward path to go over to Armadale Station with the new stand on the other side of the road over here, which is so stupid. Why the hell is on this side of the road when they don't need to go back that way for the 529? You see, all of these stands, all these poles on the station are thick rectangular poles, like that, thick ones. And we have the random 529 over here with stand 11, which is just a board. Yes, just a board. But there's actually a lot of people already on it. Yes, there it is, 527, swapped to Transdev, 2039 on the 527, swapped from Swan Transit to Transdev. There it goes. There that goes, 527, Transdev. There that goes. Which originally is Swan Transit, now is Transdev running it. 527, and also the 537 is also swapped to Transdev down in Auburn Grove for the Wandi services, which I actually filmed before the shutdown, so that's why it's still a Swan bus when I filmed that one, so that's why that one will be a very rare clip with a Swan bus driving down to Wandi. 523, also, yes, 523, swapped to Transdev, 1936, which again originally is by Swan Transit, now it's Transdev now. That's why you see Swan lost so many routes for the shutdown. So that's why of course they have to give literally every single of the shutdown routes to Swan. Except 529, which is over here in Cockburn, to Armadale Station, which will be run by Transdev. So that's why very, very straightforward path. You can see on the thing over here, not a lot of stops on those things. So that's why very, very good. Timetable, very decent. 15 minutes per bus on weekdays, 30 on weekends. One of the best services going down to Armadale. Literally one of the best. You're gonna see that non-stop in weekend. Actually, not really, 30 minutes, huh? But let's wait for our bus, which should be this guy right here. It's 1963. I was there at Armadale yesterday, and it just feels so weird seeing a Transdev bus down in the freaking Armadale region. Including a B8 down there as well, 3290 something down in Armadale yesterday, which is so weird that you never see that often before. Let's see what it's gonna be. Now, mostly gas bus, but let's just hope for a good bus and we go down. I actually don't really mind gas bus, because whatever. Alright, let's do it. But this is so stupid because I think we need to U-turn to get back on the Armadale Road. There's a very, very straightforward path for Armadale Road. It's just literally one straight through Armadale Road, and that's basically it. So that's why I don't know how we're gonna go. Do we actually just go up here and just go onto Armadale Road, or we need to U-turn? If we need to U-turn, it's like the worst stand locations. Okay, we don't. Okay, we just go straight. Okay. Or maybe U-turn around the back. Oh, that's also stupid then. Okay, where are we going? Oh, we are turning right away. Okay, then it's good because we don't need to loops. Yes, we are turning right away. Oh, this looks so cool. Jandakot. Jandakot's over that way somewhere. Oh man, this is going to be a very, very good route. Definitely one of the best ones for shutdown because 529, 2649. We're on 2055 if I haven't said that yet. I actually don't know whether I've said that yet or not, but yeah, we just go straight and it's basically Armadale Road. Oh man. Now someone will film at the front, so that's why. Plus the front seat's taken, so I can't even do that. Just to make it consistent, I will do all of the route back here. I might film them at the later on again for these routes at the front, but not now. Yeah, later on I go to Bunnings actually to get an adapter for my phone charger. Wow, this is really quick then. Wow, it's literally just go right up. Holy moly! Literally just right up. Wow. Any routes I should run down there? Literally right up. Wow. Through the top. Still have no stops yet. Wow. Let's check on the map. There's the first stop that I can see finally. My back is gonna fall over. Just lay it down. Just passed by that stop. Ghost Gum Avenue. Let's go to the next stop. Right there. Armadale Station coming in. Yeah, literally no stops there. Wow, we're almost there. We're almost at Armadale already. Literally, we're almost at Armadale. Just kidding. We're still at Cockburn right now, but very soon we're gonna bind with the 529 and just go straight over. I mean 519. Just go straight over. Now 519 needs to go to where the shops are, but for us we don't need to touch the shops. So that's why we touch the shops next to the station. So that's fine. It's so weird having a Transdev route going down to Armadale. Even before train replacement is Swan exclusive, so random. Maybe he's just gonna 529 back later on, but this is a very smooth route to take, really, really quick. Even like way quicker than the trains. Even if you take trains before, it's like way slower than this. Really hope they actually keep this thing, then people can just run straight over in the future. Don't need to take the trains. Even should be faster than Thornlie to Cockburn Link. Considering if you actually go from Armadale, you actually need to change at Cannington before actually heading to the Cockburn to Thornlie Link, then go to Cockburn. Like taking up to Cannington is really 20 minutes, which I for sure think that this route is less than 20 minutes. So even if it's not less than 20 minutes, the Cockburn Link section from Cannington should at least take 10 minutes. Definitely 10 to 15 minutes for that section. For sure, this thing's not gonna take over 45 minutes. So that's why. Very, very smooth route. I'm really going to be enjoying it. Well, there's a gas bus running it, but I'm really used to gas bus down in Southern River Depot, so that's why. My last day here in Perth. I head to the airport at night time for this year. I'll come back next year, of course, but last day here in Perth this year, and I will see you guys next year. And made it to Harrisdale. So quick and easy. Here we are at Harrisdale with the 518 turn up into Harrisdale, going up to Cockburn Central. Now that one is still by Swan though. Okay, that one is still by Swan. So there are two routes that in Cockburn Central is still by Swan Transit. That's the southernmost point for Swan to actually run now. Actually, no. Southernmost point is still Mundijong, but I mean Jarrahdale, just kidding, Jarrahdale. But in terms of Mandurah Line, Cockburn Central is the last station that actually has Swan routes now. Before it was Auburn Grove with the 527 and the 537 running it by Swan. but they have been all swapped to Transdev now, so that's why no more Swan routes in Auburn Grove. Swan Transit drivers don't need to go down to Auburn Grove anymore. Maximum is actually Cockburn Central, with 233 going to Gosnell Station and 518 between Cockburn and Murdoch TAFE. So Swan Transit driver is going to have 2 routes here in Cockburn right now, which is just 518 and 233, so they just swap between each other. 529 on the outside, 2048. People boarding. Not people boarding, time stop over here. Just for the 529 is time stop. Yes, just for 529. Now that stop to the time stop, they actually has 233, but 233 is not a time stop, it's just 529. Yep, here we go. 233 will go in there, and then there's where also the 519 turns out from that way, but we take the bridge here to skip the roundabout down here. So 519 is over there, turns out right here for the 519, and then turns left to go onto Armadale Road from there. That's where the 519 goes, but we skip the roundabout, go up the bridge, and now it's the same path as the 519 all the way. Except we don't need to loop the loop up the top around Armadale Shopping Centre. Wow, this is so good, this route. Like, there for sure, I think students actually going to Armadale to actually attend school from the Mandurah Line side before they actually need to take the trains. There's no choice. I mean, 233 works, but 233 is to Gosnell. It's not even actually going to Armadale. So I don't know if they still need to take trains, but with this thing, they don't even need to take trains anymore. Plus, of course, trains are not available, or we've got some cars die down there. And next I will take the 221, I'll film the 221. Which hopefully, now according to the app, the 221 will actually be the exact same time as the 220. But it's not going to be making a whole lot of sense, considering it's not stopping as many as like the 220. Plus it doesn't take the same path technically, some of the parts. It's like 220 takes Albany Highway inside Eastwick Park. It's like the slowest path of all times. Why would we take Shepperton Road, which is just an express path right outside? So basically yesterday I already saw like a tons of services which is not according to the scheduled time. I was like, what the hell? It takes 1 hour and 15 minutes according to the app for the 221, same as the 220. And then one of the buses yesterday I saw literally arrived in Perth 20 minutes early from the scheduled time, which is ridiculous. The time for the app, like what the hell? Like, arrive at Perth station, I think scheduled, like just gonna say randomly, scheduled 4:35, arrive at Perth station, and it ended up arriving at 4:17. Like literally 20 minutes early, like what the hell? Which of course it makes sense because it's a limited stop, so of course it's not gonna be the same time as the 220. Literally the whole way no one's getting off. It's really just for real train replacement for people to go from Cockburn straight to Armadale station. And there's also 907 to take you to all of the stations along Armadale to Cannington. which I've taken yesterday, which is okay. It's literally the same path, no difference from before. And let's see how's the buses on 907 today. Probably more gas bus, but these cycling tracks look really fun though. Wow. They look for cycling tracks probably, and probably get a bike in the future for very, very soon. But unfortunately, that bikes can't go onto buses, which is very annoying. So I'm not so sure whether Hong Kong is actually allowed for buses with bikes on. I think it's allowed if you actually just fold it up. If you can fold the bikes up, it's allowed. That's also in trains. You cannot actually just put a for real bicycle into the trains in Hong Kong, into the MTR system. You have to fold up the bikes. You cannot just put a big bike into the train or buses. But I think if you actually fold them up, it's fine for everything. And there's a fly here. Fucking hell. I might go and kill it when it comes over. Literally right there. See that dot right there? Yep, it's moving. Didn't kill as many flies this year. Last time I killed actually way more flies. Because the flies actually, this year is annoying because they don't actually hang on to my clothes. Last year they hung onto my clothes, so I can actually easily smack them. Every single time when they hung onto my clothes, they just die right away as I smack them. With 12 Road, which is one of the hardest words to pronounce. 12. It's so hard to pronounce this word. 12. Or something like that. TWELFTH, which is so hard to pronounce. 12. Even native speakers actually sometimes have difficulties in pronouncing this word. Okay, almost at Armadale. One more stretch in Armadale. No, it's literally 15 minutes and we're almost at Armadale. Wow, this route is so good. Wow. Even gas buses doesn't feel that bad now for this route because it's so fast. 529, 1934. More gas bus. But they're run by Frio Depot, so that's why. Of course, Frio Depot. No Rockingham buses are actually up in Cockburn. So it's actually so funny because Rockingham bus actually drives up to Fremantle, which is actually like next to Bull Creek. If you do horizontal line comparison between Murdoch and Bull Creek around there, which is way ahead of Cockburn Central, but there are no buses going to Cockburn Central. It's just up to Fremantle for the 548 and 549. But I think for weekends on Sundays, 548 is actually run. I actually don't know actually, but it's still 549. I think 548 is still run by Rockingham Depot, even though on weekends, Sundays, it actually doesn't go down to Rockingham. But I think it's still Rockingham Depot. I might check out some of the videos. Mark actually filmed it the first day of operations on the 532. He filmed it one of the 548s. I actually just checked the number and I know. Yep, people getting off right here. Here's the Haynes Shopping Centre. Because this is different from the with the 519. That lady clearly wants to go where the loop is, where the 519, 220 loops around. But this thing doesn't do that, so that's why. It's a fast one, so that's why it doesn't go there. And it's the more frequent one too, so that's why. And it's also run by Transdev, not Swan, so. Now 519 is Swan, though, still no change. So I'm not so sure whether 515 was changed as well. 515 is usually just Murdoch to Jandakot in the middle of nowhere, but there's like one random trip that actually goes down to Cockburn Central extension for the 515. So I'm not so sure whether that thing has swapped to Transdev as well, or it's still just Swan Transit running it. Now 514 has been Transdev the entire time, so that's why no worries, but it's just 515 is Swan Transit before, and not so sure whether it's swapped already, or it's still Swan. Okay, we got some jamming here with the trucks at the front. And stopping. Yep, I think there's a school around here. I don't know what school that is, but yeah, there's the school uniforms right there. Hit Perth bus spot after that with the 221, and then I would just take another 221 back down to Old Street because I need to go to the Bunnings in East Victoria Park. I'll buy an adapter, but I think my parents are gonna yell at me because I'm wasting money in buying adapters. But the thing is, my Android phone my Samsung phone really needs an adapter for this because I need a USB-C charger. In Hong Kong, there are no USB-C chargers. And I try to use the normal old style chargers with the USB heads, the normal USB heads. So the USB heads into the big ones, it doesn't charge my phone. So that's why it has to be USB-C for my phone. And I don't think in Hong Kong I have any USB-C chargers, so that's why. Oh, 0001636. That's a Swan bus. Oh, people boarding. Let's see whether she knows about this route. Yep, we have the level crossing at the front, which we will not cross the level crossing at this spot. We're gonna do the roundabout and turn down to the next level crossing, which is where the 244 uses, and also 243. Not the 245. 245 loops around the back. So. Okay, it's around 20 to 25 minutes for this route. Okay, still people is not really familiar with this route, and also with the drivers yesterday. Oh my gosh, yesterday so bad. Every single route with path change did not follow the instructions because I don't think drivers even know about it. Like, I already saw so many drivers on the 30 driving the wrong way because it's swapped to Milligan Street now, not William. So, well, 30 and 31, they are swapped to Milligan Street, while they kept the 34 on William Street. Which drivers will switch around with these routes, that's why they can get confused so easily. So. And also with the 206, the 206 doesn't turn into Gross Avenue now, behind the shopping center. Instead, it turns straight into Cecile Avenue at the front, which yesterday my driver again doesn't know about it, and I need to tell him to go straight. Because it's so dumb, because 206, 208, 507, 508 takes the same path. 3285, 000 now. That's a Swan, Transdev bus. So before all four of them turns for 206, 208, 507, 508 turns at Gross Avenue, but now they swap 206 that goes on Cecile Avenue towards Cannington direction, and kept the other three normal turn at the back, which is so dumb. Why they change one of them and not like all of them? And we're at the level crossing here. Railway Avenue is where the 907 takes along for Sherwood and Charles. And we will not be crossing the level crossing, we're going to turn right here. Unfortunate red light, I think. Yeah. Is it red light? Yeah. Okay. Arctic over there, 3133. Probably just finished the 221 service. Back to depot. Now it's so common to see Arctic bus down here in Armadale. Before it's like how once in a blue moon's chance that you can see a Arctic bus down here. Because before only the 220 actually goes a long way. There's no point of actually having Arctic bus usually down in Armadale. It's so rare to see it. Now it's so common because 221, every single bus is an Arctic bus, literally. Like 90% of the buses are Arctic for 221. And during rush hours now for the 220, they also run Arctic buses during rush hours for 220. So that's why. Yesterday I think I saw one of the Arctic buses for 220 is literally full. Literally full, completely full. Oh, 519. I just want to see it, damn it! So lucky to see a 519, I cannot see the contractor on it. I think it's still Swan though, but same path as the 907 back here. So no stop back here, it's just all the way through. But for these houses, it's kind of bad because they're not served. I guess after 7 p.m. you can actually ask to stop here. It's definitely safe to do so if you want to get off right here, no problem. And we're across the level crossing right here. Yep, same path as the 907. We're not going to film 907 this time because it's literally the same thing. Between Armadale and Cannington, same thing as before. From Cannington to Old Street, Carlisle, that area, same as the 908, 529, 2796. And then from the Old Street section down to City, Perth Passport, same as the 221. So that's why I've basically filmed the other direction before between Cannington and Armadale, and I've filmed the 908 and I've filmed the 221 right now. I will film the 221 right now, so that's why. Basically, every single section between for the 907 has been covered, so I'm not going to film it again. For now, I will film it probably in the future, but not now. Because that thing is so long, literally the longest route of all times. 907. Definitely the longest traveling time route now. So, and here's the stop that added in. 907, 3114. Nice they actually use Arctic bus on that one, not gas bus. And everyone has gone off now. And I'm just going to the station, which is just at the front. Now the station is still open. The platform access of course is blocked off, but you can still go up there to use the toilets, which is still open, so that's why the path going up there is still running, and the lifts, because you can also use this thing to go across the tracks, so that's why they're still here. There should be still staff here because it's just the second day. For sure after a week they should be all gone for the staffs, but this is still the first week, so they should be still here for the staffs. And here we go, the weirdest thing of all time, Armadale having freaking Transdev buses now. Oh, this is also the shortest stop now for sure. I think also one of the shortest stops. Literally we're just stopping, returning into the bus station now for the for here. So yep, we still have staffs here. We need to get off. I will just cut it right there. And I will take the 221 now. We'll film it all the way to the city. And here's the set down stand for Stand 4, which has the stadium bus route, the new one, and also Trans-WA coaches. Let's get off. Alright, there that goes. Go layover now. He's just going to do another 529 back because that's the one and only Transdev route down here in Armadale, which is so awkward. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe, click the bell so that you can get notifications when I post. The 529 stand is up there for the other direction, stand 5. Check out the links in the description down below for my other channels and my Instagram. Click on this video up top, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!